Hi, Feedfeed. I'm Sina Mizrahi. I have a blog called Gather a Table. I also edit the Halva feed. So today I'm going to take you to the Jerusalem Shuk. We're going to buy Halva and we are going to make this Halva chocolate chip skillet cookie. So let's go. So this is a relatively quiet Monday morning at the Shuk. If you come here on a Friday, it's seriously bustling. So let's go. There's all kinds of different stands, but we're gonna look for the Halva one. So here they are. There's so many different flavors. Halva is kind of like a sweet, nutty, blank canvas that takes on so many other forms. Like, look at that, chili, coffee. Pistachio is one of my favorites. Look at that, that's cranberries, almonds and walnuts. Whiskey, that's a good one too. Different types of chocolate ones, like Nutella. We all love Nutella. But then I tried it and it makes it more awesome, and I'll tell you why. Because it stays warm and you could just warm it up really quickly in the oven, and then everyone can spoon things off of the skillet itself, and it's gooey and hot and chocolatey. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to start with the oil and the sugars and the tahini. I'm not going to video every step because you're going to have the recipe at the end, so you could follow the instructions super easily. This comes together in under like 5. Okay, so we did the coconut oil, the sugars, the tahini, then we added the egg, and then the dry ingredients like the flour, the baking soda, and the salt. Everything came together really quickly, and now we get to the good part, the toppings, which makes everything. I just wanted to add that this works really well with gluten-free flours because the cookie doesn't really depend on the structure that the protein gives it. So you could just bake it, and even if it's not so sturdy, everything gets like, cookie is encased by the skillet, so it won't like crumble in your hand. It stays in the skillet. You spoon it with like ice cream, so it all works. Like, you can even use almond flour if you don't have a gluten-free mix that you actually like. Okay, now for my favorite part, the toppings, the halva, the chocolate, and the sea salt, the Malden sea salt. Let's start with the chocolate, and then once it's in the skillet, we'll crumble the halva over it. Okay, now for my favorite part, the toppings, the halva, the chocolate, and the sea salt, the Malden sea salt. Let's start with the chocolate, and then once it's in the skillet, we'll crumble the halva over it. There, I put the batter, and then I sprinkled on halva just like this, and the Malden salt. I'm just going to press it down a little bit, and now I'm going to put it in the oven. There, I put the batter, and then I sprinkled on halva just like this, and the Malden salt. I'm just going to press it down a little bit, and now I'm going to put it in the oven. While the cookie is baking, you want to take this out of the freezer a few minutes before the cookie is done so it gets a little soft, and you could spoon it right on top right away because you don't really want to wait. I just took it out of the oven. You could see the edges are nicely browned, and all of this is the melted halva. Yes, so I'm going to let it cool slightly and then, put on the ice cream. Okay, I didn't wait for you guys to dig in, so I'll show you again. Whoop. Where is that ice cream? Ooh, okay, fine.